Hi guys, welcome to HandsOn IT YouTube channel. Mainly focus on real-time IT infrastructure administration. It includes Linux administration, Windows administration, cloud and DevOps tools and the virtualization tools administration. So let me introduce myself. I'm Ravi Kumar Velugubanti. I have a 7+ years of working experience. I worked on various platforms, physical server, Linux administration, Windows administration, various cloud platforms administration, various DevOps tools administration, and virtualization administration. It includes a lot of virtualization platforms like VMware, Hyper-V, KVM, and Proxmox, so on. Let's get into the subject. Start with Windows servers. Before we start, in Windows we have two versions. One is server edition, one is client edition. Before we have to know server edition and client edition, we will know what is the operating system. Operating system is a main software that manages all your computer hardware. Lets you and your programs use the computer easily. It is a simple software. It will manage your hardware and programs, and it allows you to use your computer by using operating system. In simple words, actually what operating system will do on your system. Okay, when we start your computer, we press the power on button. Okay, that time OS first will load and it gets everything ready for you guys. Operating system controls hardware. Example, it talk to your keyboard and mouse, screen, printer, Wi-Fi, hard drive, so on. When you type your keyboard, OS tells to your computer to show what letter you typed on your keyboard. It will show this control thing, hardware control thing, operating system will do. And one more, run programs. When you open Chrome or Word or any game on your laptop or your desktop, the OS give them memory. Okay, it will allow your program to run by using memory and CPU power and screen and file, so on. Operating system will help on that time. Using operating system, we can save a file, open a file, a copy or delete, organize your photos, documents, video, and so on. Operating system will keep your things in safe and organized manner. It makes sure your program doesn't mess up with another program. Okay, operating system maintain that maintain the things like it won't allow to mess up any application with another application. It it also handles multiple users like different accounts on same computer. Provide a way for your computer to control through the desktop. When you start menu icon, settings, it all create OS, so you can use your computer without knowing complications codes. Okay, it will control, operating system will control everything, errors and everything, without knowing you. Mostly you not even see that things. So it backend, it will do backend process, and it will smoothly give everything in easy manner. If you see real time examples of operating system, maybe you guys already know real time examples. So our laptops, you can see Windows 11, Mac, and Linux on servers. But on servers also you can see Windows server operating system and Linux server operating system on any physical servers. The In simple words, I can explain this. Operating system is a software. It is not a hardware. Okay, you can't touch the operating system, but without it your computer would be a just expensive piece of metal. Okay, plastic that can do nothing. Without operating system, your computer is nothing. Okay, In simple understanding, I will give you a small example. Okay, quick analogy to remember this thing. Okay, hardware. For example, if you take a hardware, computer hardware, it is a body of car. Okay, operating system is a driver who controls everything. If you take apps or programs, that are passengers who want to go somewhere. So these in, if I say in short word, an operating system is the boss of your computer. Okay, it means it manages all your hardware and software, so that you can computer easily and safely it will, you know, manage. What is Windows client operating system? Designed primarily for end users like desktops, laptops, tablets, even some mobiles also. We are seeing client Windows operating system. The primary purpose of client operating system is for individual users to run their applications, browse the website, play games, edition documents, and perform everyday day-to-day activities. Okay, current version of Windows 11 operating system is a current client version. Okay, key characteristics of client operating system is a rich graphical user interface. It having a features like, most of the guys you already know about it, but just I am giving small intro for that one. If you see start menu, task manager, and widgets and snap layouts, virtual desktops, integration with Microsoft Teams, Copilot. Okay, optimized for single users and small scale multi user scenarios. It is mainly focused on foreground applications. Okay, it supports consumer hardware like printers, cameras, Bluetooth devices, and gaming graphics. Most of the guys know, using Windows 10 or 11, you guys can attach your printers and give a printouts, and you guys can attach your computer, your cameras to your desktops or laptops. You can attach your USB Bluetooth devices to your system. Okay, it is mainly meant for client operating system. uh, Typically this is licensed per device. With easier setup and home and small office use case only, we use um, client operating system. So for you guys understanding, I given these images. So Windows 7 is a client operating system, Windows 10 is a client operating system, Windows 8.1 and Windows 11 is the latest client operating system. So what is the Windows Server operating system? Okay, on other hand, Windows Server is a specialized edition of Windows designed for server hardware and enterprise environment purpose. In Windows Server edition, we will host file server, web server, database server, email servers, domain controllers, Active Directory server for authentication, lot of other server. These kind of services we host on Windows Server edition. Okay, if you take a current server edition is Windows Server 2025 is a current server edition. Main characteristics of server edition, you just see optimized for reliability, scalability, multi-user access, handle hundreds of thousands of connections using the server edition. Okay, it includes server specific roles and features like, uh, in server edition we have a roles and features like Hyper-V, Active Directory domain services, and DNS services, DHCP services, remote desktop services, and related storage management services, and so on. These services we can host on Windows Server edition. Okay, it will often installed in hand. It handles uh, we can see in this, we can see the operating system in desktop experience, and lot of different things we can see on server edition. This is mainly meant for background process services, okay, without interacting with the users directly. We can host everything in backgroundly. This is a strongly enterprise security tool. So hot pitch patches we can do and support for high end hardware like RAM, CPUs, and storage. You can see licensing is more complex and expensive, okay, often based on core and users and client access. Based on usage, the license will be depend. So in this table you guys can see Windows Server Edition and Windows Client Edition. There is some feature, some aspects I chosen and I given examples, okay. Target use case, okay. Personal, if you take a client operating system, this is a personal use end user can use. Server mainly for in networks and business environment only we can use, okay. User focus, this is a single user, few users, interactive GUI mode, client operating system work. Server edition is a multi remote user client services. Backgroundly it will host. Performance tuning, okay. Foreground, it will use for foreground apps, okay. Server edition mainly used for background services, okay. Features like client operating system mainly for gaming media. User can play gaming media playing, consumer apps and touch support. End users can use the client operating system. Server editions roles like AD services, Hyper-V, IaaS and web servers and clustering, so on, we can use from server edition, okay. This is a modern desktop edition. This is a minimal, we can have a desktop edition for server one, and we can also have a core edition. Core means it will be run on a completely non GUI mode. The connection aspects we see, the connections, limited connection we can use. If we take a server edition, we have a unlimited without proper licensing. With proper licensing we can take unlimited remote connections. Security update, frequent feature updates will come for a client operating system. Server edition means it mainly focus on long term stability, security patches. Hardware support, consumer grade, up to certain limits only we can use client operating system. Enterprise grade server hardware we can deploy the server edition. For your understanding, I mean for your knowledge, I given these images, okay. So we have a Windows 8 and Windows 8 R2, and we have a 2012 R2, and we have a 2022, and we have a 2016, and we have a 2025, which is the latest operating system in our environment. I mean not our environment, in our market, IT market. Why does this matter for Windows Server administration means understanding the difference is crucial, because you are going to manage a Windows Server remotely, okay. You won't sit in front of desktop, you will always take RDP and you manage the Windows Server edition, okay.